So today we're diving into a hot topic, homeownership. The dream that somehow turned into a trap for so many people.
Yeah, it's wild. We live in times where people are literally becoming house poor. You own a place, and suddenly your life revolves around mortgage payments, maintenance, insurance, freedom out the window.
Exactly. It's like buying a house has become the modern version of golden cuffs that you think you're securing your future, but in reality you're locking yourself into decades of financial obligation.
And what's crazier is that people are still paying insane prices, even when the numbers don't make sense. I mean, take a look at the housing markets in Canada, Australia, the US, even parts of Europe. Sky-high prices with stagnant wages.
And yet people keep buying. One reason? Incomplete disclosure. Buyers don't know the full story. You might walk into a house thinking it's turnkey ready, then boom, the roof needs replacing or there's hidden mold in the basement.
That's such a good point. And here's the kicker. Once you own it, those problems are yours. You're not calling a landlord. You're calling contractors and draining your savings.
Or worse, borrowing more. And in a lot of markets, houses aren't appreciating fast enough to justify the risks anymore. You're tying up capital in an asset that might be peaking or already past its peak.
Let's not forget liquidity. Houses aren't easy to sell. You can't just decide one morning, I'm done with this, and cash out by lunchtime.
No way. You're in for a long process. Listing, staging, negotiating. And if the market shifts while you're doing that, tough luck.
And speaking of shifting, what about job mobility? If you own a home, especially in a shaky market, you're basically tethered. New opportunity across the country? Well, good luck selling your overpriced house first.
Totally. It's almost ironic. We're supposed to value freedom, flexibility, and financial independence, yet we sign 30-year loans for the illusion of security.
Not to mention the emotional pressure. Society still treats homeownership as a rite of passage. Like you're not a real adult until you have a mortgage.
Yeah, like renting is some kind of failure. But for many, renting is actually the smarter play. You get flexibility, fewer liabilities, and often a lower monthly cost.
And guess what? You can still invest in real estate without living in it. You can buy REITs, invest in property funds, or even crowdfunded real estate.
So the idea that owning your primary residence is the only path to wealth, that's outdated thinking, especially in a world where markets are this frothy.
You know what's really nuts? People are paying above asking prices without even reading the disclosures. That's like buying a car without checking the brakes.
Right. And the emotional FOMO. If I don't buy now, I'll never get in. That urgency drives irrational decisions.
Meanwhile, the mortgage rate hikes are squeezing everyone. People are buying high and borrowing expensive. That's a double whammy.
And if interest rates drop in a few years, great, you refinance. But if they don't, you're stuck with inflated monthly payments on a potentially depreciating asset.
Here's a question. If a home wasn't considered a must-have, would most people still buy one today at these prices?
Probably not. The numbers just don't support it in most markets. People are buying based on emotion, not logic.
So maybe it's time we shift the narrative. Owning a home isn't always the smart move. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is walk away. Or better yet, not buy in the first place.
Or sell while the market is still this crazy. Cash out, downsize, or rent. That's not giving up. That's being strategic.
Exactly. So to everyone listening, question the norm. Think twice before locking yourself into those golden cuffs.
And maybe ask yourself this: are you owning your home, or is your home owning you?
We'll leave you with that thought. Until next time, stay smart, stay free,